Barbie movie reviews part 2. Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. Imagine being a rich princess living in a castle and still having to share a room with your 11 sisters. The real victim in this movie is the dead queen who gave birth at least 10 times before washing your hands was a thing doctors did. I can't tell any of them apart. So at the end, they had a flower that could be used to wish for literally anything, and water that can heal all wounds/ailments, and then they throw a wedding instead of, curing cancer or ending world hunger? Also, I feel like you shouldn't be allowed into film school without having seen at least one of these. I hate the monkey, but it probably doesn't even make the top 5 most killable Barbie animals, which just goes to show how killable the other ones are. I relate with Lacey because I'm also bad at everything I try to do. Is this an innocent children's movie? Or a dark and sinister tale about an evil woman plotting the murder of a king which would orphan his 12 daughters who have already suffered enough trauma at the hands of their mother's untimely death? Who's to say? Barbie Fairytopia, magic of the rainbow. I hate Dizzle, 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 I hate Dizzle. Gay people learn how to make a little gay rainbow. There are 2 seconds where you think they're giving Alina a love interest, but then you immediately realize that actually they're just peak gay lesbian solidarity, and it's wonderful. Alina and Azura still not canon?
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Laverna has got some major Joker energy. Yeah, Purple Girl was and always will be my inspo. Barbie as the island princess. Barbie and friends experience colonization. The baby elephant was wearing way too much mascara, either for a baby or an elephant. The animals in this movie look like that one picture of Miley Cyrus. Antonio was really like, "Hey mom and dad, this is my new girlfriend. I met her on an island. She was raised by a gay peacock and his red panda husband and hangs out with a really annoying elephant. She's not like other girls, so I love her, but mostly because she's barefoot." It was the Tim Burton style rats singing about cheese for me. You ever see some food in an animated movie that looks really clean and satisfying and maybe not really appetizing, but you still low-key want to eat it anyway? That's how I feel about that stupid poisoned cake. Ro and Luciana being friends and not rivals is feminism at its finest. Barbie Mariposa and her butterfly fairy friends. Lots of fake accents in Mariposa, but not everyone living in the same geographical area has the accent. Mariposa does not have an accent. This was so distracting, I barely remember the rest of the movie. I don't even care. Henna's so fine, I'd betray the kingdom for her. Bibble Nation! Barbie and the Diamond Castle. Not only does a rainbow bridge separate Liana and Alexa from the boys, they live together in a cottage growing plants away from civilization, aka the lesbian dream. There is absolutely zero heterosexual explanation for this. Their dresses are literally the same colors as the lesbian and bi flags. This movie really does hit hard with banging songs, flying serpents, and dogs dancing the robot. Can't ask for more, really. Instead of complaining about being hungry all the time, they should have cooked up those demonic breakdancing puppies. Invented cottagecore for real. This movie is anti-emo theater kid propaganda. I love it when me and my straight friend live in a cottage in the woods and pick flowers and hold hands and love each other and maybe kiss. Barbie in A Christmas Carol. Honestly, I love this for being a gender-swapped female-dominated version of Dickens set in a theater about a cruel diva. If only it had combined that aesthetic with a Dickensian old-world God-fearing morality. Barbie should have been shown her future grave and damnation. Mean Barbie, hot as hell! Regained my strong pro-Chuzzy agenda. I would eat glass for that cat. Chuzzlewit has to be one of the ugliest animals in Barbie animation history. I love it. Charles Dickens plagiarized Barbie. The Ghost of Christmas Past deserves to die more than once for being extremely annoying. Eden and Catherine literally created the best friends to enemies to lovers trope. Barbie presents Thumbelina. It's like the Bee movie and the Lorax had a baby, and I wanted to punch the baby. She really said, save the trees! Deforestation, but make it a boring Barbie movie. Barbie supports eco-terrorism, and I think it's beautiful! Barbie and the Three Musketeers. There's a scene in this where it's revealed that literally every maid in the castle dreamed of being a musketeer when they were younger, but wasn't allowed to because the patriarchy is stupid, and then they beat up a bunch of grown men with, fans and ribbon streamer whips. Also, this inexplicably features the voice of Tim Curry. 10 out of 10. Why does the evil regent dude look like David Tennant? My crush on Aramina walked so that my crush on Jessica Chastain could run. Barbie saves the prince's miserable life. Every dream is possible. I want to be a French cop. No, not that. Barbie calling herself Lady Barbecue is top-tier comedy. Why was one of the girls' weapon of choice a slingshot? Barbie got a whole-ass sword, meanwhile this blue-dressed chick is trying to reenact David versus Goliath. We love a Three Musketeers second-generation fanfic. Barbie in a Mermaid Tale. There's like only one man in this movie. Awesome! If you don't want to spend hours watching Aquaman, just watch this. It's the same plot, but better. Are we gonna talk about how the sea lion licked her foot? This movie exists only because the creator wanted to make fish puns. Why did that one girl have denim jeans as a tail? It haunts me till today. The only thing I remembered from this movie before I rewatched it was an orange fish whose entire personality was wearing lipstick, who also got sucked into a whirlpool for not applauding the dictator mermaid queen, so 3.5 stars for that alone. Barbie, a fashion fairy tale. I can't really explain it, but the French dog looks like Timothée Chalamet. But seriously, imagine a fashion show where the clothes rot off the models on stage. That's some high art avant-garde Alexander McQueen stuff. It would go down great. I would be a coked-up fashion designer aunt in Paris, France, on roller skates.
Hot dogateria.
My favorite character was the misogynistic director. I cannot believe they mentioned both Google Trends and Twitter in a Barbie movie. I also cannot believe this movie predicted the rise of internet cancel culture and drama years before it became mainstream. So in a way, Barbie warned us. The true star of this movie is not Barbie, but Zombie P. Barbie, Fairy Secret. Ethnically ambiguous Fairy Gaston deserved better, to be honest. The coffee cups have wings and fly around. Do they feel pain when people drink the coffee? Are they truly sentient? The cups often try to fly away from customers. Do they hate living like this? Are they living in agony? I need to know. The only Barbie movie where Ken actually has a personality. I loved that this movie shocked me with the premise that everyone desires Ken, only to soothe me by later revealing that no one really desires Ken. Thank you. Maybe Raquel had a point when she ripped Barbie's dress, cause it was extremely ugly. Listen, Raquel is gay for Barbie and just thinks she likes Ken because of internalized homophobia. Barbie and Raquel created enemies to lovers with their own hands while holding them because they're in love. Barbie, Princess Charm School. Portia wasn't dumb, she was just constantly high. Wow, Princess Charm School is just like my school. Full of gays and stoners. White boy in the glasses was on the dance floor for 30 seconds, but he lives in my heart forever. Lol, wouldn't it be so funny if the evil lady actually murdered the royal family? I'd laugh so hard. 1 hour later. Wait! The Barbie cinematic universe discusses social class, gentrification, points out flaws within the monarchy, and is able to demonstrate Delancey's immense character development all within a single film. What's the Marvel cinematic universe done for society? There's a sporty woman with a sword who is in love with her music best friend. What more do I need to say? That dog has lived for more than 17 years. I wanted to eat that floor cake so bad.